Do you see cringe content online?
A little bit, mostly on TikTok.
Yes, probably on like TikTok and stuff.
All the time.
Yeah, we do, yeah.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah, I see it all the time. It can be funny sometimes, but just depends on what it is.
Ooh. In the past decade or two, cringe has become its very own culture online. And now it's changing the way young people behave.
I guess a lot of people around here are a lot more judgmental than they used to be, and people are just afraid to be embarrassed in front of a lot of people.
Sometimes when I'm with some of my friends, I feel like I can't say something because, you know, they might see it as like a bit weird.
I don't think it affects the way I behave, but you don't want to do anything just in case you can be perceived as cringy.
To avoid being cringe, though, we need to know what cringe is. The Oxford Dictionary defines it as an inward feeling of acute embarrassment or awkwardness. It's been commonly used on purpose in movies, TV shows,
I'm just gonna hop the fence and jog home now.
and more recently, advertising and online content as a way to generate engagement by evoking strong emotions and connect with audiences.
It's giving skibbity toilet.
Personally, I'm not a big fan of it, but I can understand the appeal to some people.
If you like it, then you should buy Pringleton.
Cringe has become more than just the dictionary definition, though. Sometimes it's a compliment, but usually it's an insult. And working out what makes us cringe in a good or bad way can be difficult and varies from person to person.
I feel like being cringe is like you're sort of acting uncool.
Dance videos or like them K-pop demon things.
Probably something that's like really out of the ordinary, not just unique.
People just being odd in public and then people giving them strange looks makes me cringe.
Hi, Mommy. I need some toilet paper. Mom.
Cheese grated jeans, to be honest. When people try and do thirst traps on TikTok for like no reason.
Is this whole thing that I'm doing here, talking to a camera in public with people around, is that cringe?
Yeah, probably. Like, I'm kind of cringing at myself right now with people walking past. I'm like, oh well. I think people I know see this, I'm just going to go, oh no. Oh no.
Cringe is, it used to be a word we would use to describe how we feel. Nowadays it's becoming more of a word to describe how we think that another person should feel.
This is Lauren Zanatino. She's a psychologist, and she says she's seen the behavioural changes firsthand.
I've noticed that young people are more self-conscious around trying new things. They're stopping themselves from being authentic to who they are and doing the things that they want to do out of fear that it's going to be filmed by someone and posted online, or that someone will look at it and think that what they're doing is embarrassing.
Do you ever find yourself holding back from something to not come across as cringe?
Yeah.
Yeah?
A lot. If I'm with my friends, I don't really care.
Yeah,
and then also out in public, yeah, I just try and be normal, sensible.
Yeah, sometimes, like, I feel like I have to hold myself from saying certain things that'll come off as cringe.
As a society, we have been judgmental at times without social media. But before we had social media, we were being judgmental with our friends in small pockets. Whereas now, we're really comfortable with being judgmental to someone via a comment online or by sharing it.
This, of course, can negatively impact many different parts of our lives, especially when it comes to dating or meeting new people.
Are you talking to yourself? That's kind of cringe.
They just try and fit into how everyone else is.
So then they just hold back their normal personality and try and avoid being cringe.
You don't want to come off as too weird or something in case you immediately turn them off.
But the cringe effect doesn't stop with our personal lives. When it comes to education, teachers and university lecturers around the world say that now students are less likely to speak up or take part in open conversations.
This is my 11th year as a professor, and what I've noticed is that our students, at least in America, I can't speak for other places, they are more and more self-conscious of trying. There's a kind of surveillance culture around social media, and they would say, I want to be a poet, I want to be a good writer, but it's a bit cringe. I don't want to be perceived as trying and having an effortful attempt at my dreams. And as a teacher, that's a horrifying sort of report from the field.
And then there's the workplace. A study from Intelligent.com last year surveyed 966 business leaders from across the US and found that 1 in 6 were reluctant to hire Generation Z employees, noting that a lack of motivation or initiative, lack of professionalism and attitude were main concerns.
I've seen people scared to do what they want to do because they're scared of being cringe and how others see them, I guess.
I feel like some people don't want to sort of overachieve because they feel like, oh, they're try-harding.
A lot of people just act the same so that everybody's not really different. Everybody just acts the same so they're not seen as cringe or weird.
All of Gen Z have these aspirations and they're like, oh, I really want to be this or I really want to do this. But God forbid they actually see somebody putting the effort to do it.
Timothy Chalamet said he wanted to do great things.
I'm really in pursuit of greatness.
And that was publicly received both really, really well and really poorly. The people who didn't receive it well were saying it was cringe to want to be great. But he wants to be great and he has become great. And so I think when we have that mindset of I'm not going to do this because it's cringe or people are going to think that I'm stupid or embarrassing, it stops us from actually doing the thing that we're passionate about. I think there are some benefits to being cringe. I think if you are being cringe and you don't care, then that's just you being able to live authentically. It's completely understandable that we are experiencing this impact of cringe culture, but we need to remember that in order to be free, we have to be a little bit cringe. It's just a part of being a human. And instead of seeing being cringe as being shameful, we need to look at it as a sign of authenticity and vulnerability.
I'm Dax Flame, and today I'm going to do a tickle challenge with a stranger.
I just think everything in life is for the plot.
Just do it and just tell people I don't care or like whatever.
I don't think there's any way to really avoid it, so if it happens, oh well.
Just be who you are, because whether you're cringe or not, people are gonna love you for you, and it's fun. Like, don't just be someone you don't want to be just to fit in with society.